Italy, with its stunning landscapes, rich history, and unparalleled cuisine, has long been romanticized as the epitome of la dolce vita, the sweet life. From sipping espresso in quaint piazzas to leisurely walks through ancient cities, Italy seems like a dream come true. But beneath this idyllic facade lies a more complex reality, one that many residents grapple with daily. Living in Italy comes with a host of challenges, some of which can make La Dolce Vita feel more like a distant fantasy than an attainable lifestyle. Italy's economy has been struggling for years. With a sluggish GDP growth rate and high public debt, the country faces significant economic hurdles. Youth unemployment rates are alarmingly high, hovering around 30% in recent years. Even those who are employed often find themselves in precarious positions. The job market is notorious for its instability, especially for younger generations and recent graduates. Many are stuck in low-paying, temporary jobs with little to no job security. Permanent full-time positions are increasingly rare, and the process of securing them is often mired in bureaucracy. For many, the idea of starting a career, buying a home, or even starting a family feels out of reach. This economic uncertainty has led to a brain drain, where young, educated Italians leave the country in search of better opportunities abroad. While Italy is often celebrated for its relatively affordable lifestyle compared to other Western European countries, the reality is more nuanced. In cities like Milan and Rome, the cost of living can be exceptionally high. Rent, especially in urban centers, can take up a large chunk of one's income, leaving little room for savings or discretionary spending. Salaries in Italy are generally lower than the European average, even in professional fields. This wage gap makes it difficult for many to maintain the quality of life they aspire to. Public services, while theoretically available, often fall short in practice. For example, public healthcare, though free or low cost, can come with long wait times and bureaucratic hurdles. Private healthcare, on the other hand, can be prohibitively expensive, creating a system where access to quality care depends largely on one's financial situation. Italy is infamous for its bureaucracy. Almost every aspect of life involves navigating a labyrinth of paperwork, from registering a business to getting a simple document signed. The public sector is often criticized for its inefficiency, with long lines and seemingly endless forms to fill out. This red tape can be incredibly frustrating for those accustomed to more streamlined processes in other countries. Starting a business, for example, can be an arduous process involving multiple government agencies, permits, and taxes. Many entrepreneurs find themselves bogged down in administrative tasks, stifling innovation and discouraging new ventures. This bureaucratic maze extends to everyday life as well. Something as simple as renewing a driver's license or setting up utilities can become a drawn-out ordeal. Italy's public services and infrastructure are a mixed bag. In some areas, especially the northern regions, public transportation is relatively efficient, and roads and facilities are well maintained. However, in the south, infrastructure can be severely lacking. Public transportation is often unreliable and road conditions can be poor. Schools and public institutions can also vary widely in quality depending on the region. The education system, while historically respected, is often criticized for being outdated and not aligned with the current job market's needs. This regional disparity contributes to a sense of inequality within the country, with those in the south feeling particularly neglected by the central government. Italy's taxation system is complex and heavy. High taxes on income, property, and even everyday purchases can put a strain on residents. For example, VAT, or value-added tax, in Italy is quite high at 22%, making goods and services more expensive. Additionally, despite the high taxes, many public services that these taxes are supposed to fund are underfunded and inefficient. This discrepancy leads to a sense of frustration among taxpayers who feel they are not getting their money's worth in terms of public services and infrastructure. While Italy is rich in culture and tradition, this can sometimes be a double-edged sword. The deeply rooted customs and societal norms can make it difficult for newcomers and even some locals to adapt, especially when it comes to professional and personal development. For example, the concept of la raccomandazione, a form of nepotism or favoritism, is still prevalent in many areas of Italian society. It often feels like who you know is more important than what you know, particularly in the job market. This can be discouraging for those who are trying to advance based on merit. Moreover, the traditional family-centric culture, while a source of strength and support, can also be restrictive. For many young Italians, the pressure to conform to societal expectations, such as living with parents well into adulthood or adhering to traditional career paths, can be stifling. While Italy is known for its beautiful landscapes, it also faces significant environmental issues. Air pollution in major cities, waste management problems, and the impact of mass tourism on historical sites are ongoing concerns. These environmental challenges can affect the quality of life, especially for those living in heavily industrialized or tourist-dense areas. Moreover, the idyllic countryside lifestyle is not without its challenges. Rural areas often suffer from a lack of services, such as healthcare and public transportation, making daily life more difficult for those who choose the simple life away from the cities. So, can you truly live la dolce vita in Italy? The answer depends on a complex mix of factors. For some, the beauty, culture, and lifestyle outweigh the economic and social challenges. They find joy in the small pleasures, an afternoon espresso, a stroll through ancient streets, the warmth of community. However, for many, the daily realities of economic instability, bureaucratic hurdles, and societal pressures make la dolce vita feel more like a myth than a reality. While Italy offers many of the ingredients for a sweet life, the challenges it poses can sour the experience. For those dreaming of a carefree life under the Tuscan sun, it's essential to look beyond the postcard images and understand the complexities of living in Italy today. The dream of la dolce vita is alive, but it's not as effortlessly attainable as it may seem.